Hey guys, GreenFe, and welcome back to another video. Alright, so in this video I end up building these pretty cool houses around this city, and I'm really happy with the way the city's starting to turn out. I've been really putting detail into each and every single house that I end up building now, and especially near the walkways, I've been adding a ton more plant life and foliage, and I'm really happy with the way this city's starting to look. Anyways, I've been doing some massive building stuff, so yeah, sit back, relax, and as always, enjoy the video. Alright, so with these two new houses added in, I think the town square is definitely looking a lot better. I've also added in just like some little carts around here, and I think that just helps make it look just a little more full and kind of more lifelike. And I also added in some bushes and plants and stuff around here, right where the path ends. I'm probably gonna just bring this down one block like that, so that it ends up looking kind of like the rest of this area. So I'm probably gonna end up doing the second floor of these little shops here. And yeah, hopefully that'll end up turning out pretty cool. Alright, so I kind of got carried away, and yeah, I finished these two builds, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out, and I think they're pretty cool. I also finished the bread shop over there, and I think over here we're probably gonna have some sort of little kind of setup or little shop where he can sell his bread. But then over here I've planned out 3 new houses, and these are gonna be loads of fun. This is the guard's house. I've just kind of started with the bare bone structure, haven't really done too much to it. This is just gonna be a normal house, but this is gonna be the herbalist, and I'm really excited for the herbalist because I can't wait to like maybe do a little bit of texturing with my resource pack or use kind of the dead coral blocks. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty awesome. And again, if we go into spectator mode real quick, this area is actually starting to look kind of like a decent town. Honestly, it's really starting to come together. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. But with that said, I'm probably just gonna finish these 3 houses, and yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm finished. Alright, so just kind of walking around this village, the first thing you may notice is I changed the grass path texture. I made it look kind of a little bit more vanilla, and I think it looks a lot better. And I also changed the soul sand texture to look like the old version of this, if that makes sense. So soul sand kind of now looks like coarse dirt with like rocks and stuff in it. But anyway, I think this ends up looking a bit more vanilla. But anyway, over here I've built this kind of ruined, broken down house, and I think this ended up turning out pretty cool. I think I'm probably gonna put just a little bit more detail onto it, but I'm really happy with the way this kind of back path area turned out. I think it's looking pretty cool. I've also been doing some detailing around here, adding in some bushes and kind of flowers and all kinds of stuff over here, and I think this area is ended up looking pretty cool. I finished these houses. I think they're looking pretty awesome, and I've started the fisherman's house here, and I think now I don't know. It depends how much time I have this episode, but I might do these houses. But that's not a guarantee. I really want to do them, but I might not be able to have time, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. Also, I think this grass path also makes it so that this center square or this kind of gathering area is a bit more bright. I think the kind of darker path was making it look a little bit too dark and sad, and I don't know, just not too bright and happy and stuff. The houses look like this from the beachside view, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, now I'm probably just going to come over here, do this house, and then maybe do some of these houses. Alright, where to start? Man, I've been doing a ton of building around here since I last updated you guys around this area, and I think it honestly looks a whole lot cooler and just a lot more intricate. I've been adding a whole lot of plant life and just kind of hidden little passageways, like kind of this area back here. A technique that I'm really working with is kind of creating these borders, but kind of like walls, but you can still kind of walk through them. So kind of like inferred borders, if that makes sense. So like, for example, here, you'd assume that you're not really supposed to walk back there, or over here, you'd assume that you're not really supposed to get through there, even though you can. And I think that technique just kind of makes it feel a little bit larger, like a larger area, like there's a lot more space being used, but also kind of a little more open, so that, you know, you can still see that house over there, but you're still kind of not really supposed to go over there, which I think is really cool. Near the center square, I've been totally adding a ton more plants and stuff. As you can see, some little kind of potatoes there, and then over here I've been adding some different leaf types and kind of stuff like this. Over by the ruin, I've been adding some, you know, little melons and just kind of some various plants, and the ruin, of course, right there. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Just putting just a bunch of extra detail here, and oh my gosh, I'm so pumped for this video to come out because I think it looks pretty cool. But as you may have noticed, I did add 3, actually maybe 4, or I can't honestly remember when I updated you guys last, but I've added all these new buildings, and I honestly think this area looks a whole lot cooler. This is a little cul-de-sac here. The last house we have in this cul-de-sac right here is this little kind of almost like a little grandma house or something. I don't really know how to describe it. Maybe like some nice old lady lives here and she makes pots and various kind of cooking appliances or whatever. I think that would be pretty sweet. And then over here, of course, we're going to have some woodworkers' houses, and I think that'll be it for this episode. So let me build these up, and maybe we might get to the spice shop. Maybe. Hopefully we can. But yeah, we'll see what it ends up looking like. Alright, so the cul-de-sac is fully finished, and I think it's really cool. We've got the 2 endstone workers, we've got the old grandma's house here, and now we finally have the 2 woodworkers' houses, and I think it actually ended up turning out pretty cool. We've got some cool kind of interior with this log being chopped off, and I actually haven't done the interior of these houses. I've just kind of left them barren. I think I will eventually get to doing them, but I really just want to make sure this episode releases on time. Then over here we've got this little flower garden, which I think is pretty cool. Then we've got a spice shop here, and I think all of these houses are pretty cool. And yeah, this town is actually finally starting to look like a full town. Like if you come over here and stuff, like you kind of wouldn't be able to tell that it was just a little small section, because there's just so much life and so many houses and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty excited with the way this turned out. Of course, I haven't been doing the interiors as much, and I don't think I will get to them this episode, just because I prefer to build the outside of the houses. I find that a little more fun. But yeah, this is turning out to be a pretty cool city. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd appreciate if you could consider liking the video, or maybe even subscribing. It would actually really help me out. And thank you so much to those who have subscribed. We're getting there to 800 subscribers, and it's pretty crazy. And yeah, it's pretty awesome, and all the support really does make a difference on the channel. If you have any building suggestions, you can just leave them in the comments below, and I sometimes get to them and try my best to build your guys' ideas. But with all that said, I will be seeing you guys later. Peace!